A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Rutgers offense will take the field first. And this sophomore tight end, without question, is one of their most reliable playmakers. 2 of his 4 catches in their last win went for touchdowns. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. There's a little room there. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
Fires left. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Raymond. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play action, C.J. Carr. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's always always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Carr on play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On target. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Running inside. It's Mobley. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Punts it out of the air. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Mobley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Carr. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. About that, the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. He's got it for a big play. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Benjamin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Complete in the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Carr. He's got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Rushes on him. And he never had a chance.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Notre Dame. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Punt is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll throw on third down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The short hands, it's Mobley.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot.
Maybe a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Got him. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Floats it out in space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Duff. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Georgia coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Scarlet Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He wants an even greater sense of urgency from his team. It's the Big Ten Conference season opener, and even though they had a good first half, more urgency, more execution here to start the third quarter is the team's focus coming out of the locker room.
Okay, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He fires one deep over the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that pick...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Now on the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Play fake. Carr unloads it left. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Maybe some room here. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring...
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line.
Ready, go!
The run inside. It's Benjamin. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for space. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the move. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going back to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the counter. Finding some room. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when their
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Around the corner, it's Walton.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.